Welcome back. We're doing the adventure missions still, and we're going to be doing in this part Requiem Mass. News about the stop-motion shadow sends the space station wild. The security department is investigating the incident. Perhaps you could learn something straight from the horse's mouth, which is over here. Arlan, hello. Those photos made every staff member anxious. Arlan, what should we do? What should we do? If it were up to me, we shouldn't do anything since we're not even sure what's shown in those photos. Enough. It's not like the station has never encountered strange phenomena before. Go tell the rest. I will lead this investigation myself. Why take on this all by yourself, Arlan? If anything happens like last time, what happened? Oh, it's you. We're discussing the recent photos of specters circulating around the space station. Whoa, scary. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Other staff members have taken more photos of the same thing. Recently, the security department has received multiple sightings of this unidentified creature. It moves around stealthily, like a ghost, and only a photograph can reveal its shape. It may have a connection to a certain curio. Too busy with the station's reconstruction, and none of the research labs have any more personnel to spare for this investigation. They always claim they are busy all the time. All excuses. Patooey. That's right. Arlan, you really shouldn't take this on all by yourself. Well, someone has to. We'll help. When the ball is in our court, we should just take it. If we kick the ball back into the other court, that just means we've lowered ourselves to their level, wouldn't you say? Careful what you ask for there, Arlan. I know, but how would I be able to work security if I'm afraid of trouble? It's not being afraid of trouble. It's just people are passing the buck, essentially. And you want to be careful of that. You could be taken advantage of. I should remind you that everyone in the security department has already had their hands full with routine danger elimination tasks. We simply don't have the people. That's right. I still have so much work to do. Like that one and that one. Oh, alright. Twitika, you wouldn't refuse the request from a recovering patient, would you? This is an emergency, so I do need your help. I already sent for people to gather all the witnesses of the specters at the reception hall in the base zone. Let's go and interview them before coming up with a plan. Let's Requiem Mass. Alright then. So let's see here. Because it's not giving me the L3 option. Like it normally does. There they are. So all these people around here. Those pesky things just don't know how to hide themselves. They kept getting photographed one after another, and now everyone's looking out for them. If they were caught, even with my gift of the gab, there's only so much I can do for them. Life of protecting Curio's rights is just filled with twists. Who was caught? Who's them? Nothing. I'm Lucas, the justice fighter. And I am fighting for the rights of non-human creatures on the space station. Some living collection entries have been locked inside lightless, isolated containment chambers. This act of cruelty is deplorable. I have heard that some of them were able to escape containment during the Legion invasion. Honestly, I'm overjoyed with this development. Hope they won't get recaptured and returned to a fate of imprisonment. My guts tell me you know the inside story. Is that so? How reliable can one's gut feelings be? I am being framed. Alright. Seeing that you're not from the Curio Collection Squad, I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. After all, I can't sacrifice the safety of the masses and ignore the bigger picture just for the freedom of the few. I do know a little about the Curios. They're scientifically called Wubbaboo, a species of astral spirits collected by the Department of Ecology. They managed to escape during the Legion invasion. Honestly, if they just went into hiding, there would have been no trouble for the rest of the space station. However, recently, they've been appearing in groups very frequently. It's as if they were plotting to take up more living space and stir up an uprising. After giving it much thought, I came to the conclusion that this is a special scenario that goes against the overall interests of Herta Space Station. Lucas, the Justice Fighter, will no longer be aiding and abetting them and covering their tracks. You really are a fighter for justice. You are flattering me. This is just how we do things in the Department of Galactic Geopolitics, and I'm merely doing my part. More importantly, the Wubbaboos are infamous for their manipulation tactics, which is why they have been nicknamed Jinx. If I don't stop them in time, they may even wreak havoc on a scale that could rival the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Hey, aren't you that Captain Arlan from the security department? Let me tell you something in confidence. Wubbaboos are sneaky and mysterious. Even fully grown humans are scared of them, which is why people will try their best to avoid any encounters. However, they somehow have a connection with children and often share a close bond. If you want to know more, you can go ask the two little kids over there. Usually, I wouldn't even think about infringing the rights of non-human creatures. However, this is a special situation. Hopefully the little robots will understand me. Oh my. Looks like the adults over there are very prepared. You have to promise me you won't accidentally spill anything, okay? I know, just leave it to me. No matter how righteous they appear, how charismatic they are, how pitiable they presented themselves, we must not tell them anything. Got it. You'd be such a nag sometimes, you know, Adler. Okay, I'll stop. Here they come, shush. Oh, it's Big Brother Arlan. Ever since the monsters came here, Big Brother Arlan has been so busy that he never came around anymore. Shilling misses you so much. Big Brother Arlan misses you too. Me, Twitka is right. I'm always thinking about the safety of the staff members. And because of that, I would like to ask you about this rumor of staff members accidentally taking pictures of some eerie entries. I brought some of them here. Take a look. I've seen them. If Big Brother Arlan is here to ask about Whoopi, Shilling, well, it has nothing to tell you. Sorry. Whoopi? Spilling the beans right from the start. Never mind. I'm Adler from the Department of Ecology. You may not have seen me before. But if you have heard of the Adler classification method used station-wide, you would have known the surname my father and I bear. Shilling's Whoopi is indeed one of the spectres you mentioned. They are the Curio Wubbaboo from the Department of Ecology. Wubbaboos are considered subspecies of astral spirits that exist in the form of spiritual entities. They are also known as Jinx to some people. If you are curious about them, I may be able to give you a brief explanation of their existence. Yeah, that's right. Little Adler is our genius in the Department of Ecology. No one else can outsmart Adler. You mean out-achieve? I told you many times outsmart is about cunning. I am all about work and intellect. Alright, little Adler. Don't be anxious. Since you brought up Wubbaboo, Twitka and I here want to ask you a few questions. Are Wubbaboos dangerous? That's one hard question to answer. You see, Wubbaboos are different from humans. In their way of thinking, there is no active concept of malevolence. However, the chaotic behaviors they exhibit in line with the nature often cause unpredictable damage to their surroundings, which can be perceived by humans as harmful. Where can we find the Wubbaboos? This question is difficult to answer. I'm a generalist type of scholar, not a specialist. Just based on the photos, Wubbaboos can appear anywhere and everywhere. Likely, the specific pathways of their movement can only be discerned by those who take care of them. You seem to be hiding something. I am not. As the walking encyclopedia in the Department of Ecology, I just answer your questions on behalf of Wen Schilling. That's right. I messed up just now, so Adler is now helping me not to tell on myself any more than I already did. Tripled up. Adler, in my professional opinion, your answers were vague, evasive, and only offered very limited help. The spectres in the photos, the Wubbaboos, have already disrupted order on the space station. I need to recover them as soon as possible to prevent them from further endangering the space station and bringing potential harm to our staff. Impossible. As I have said, they are not malicious. They only act in accordance with the most basic instincts. That's right. We're very familiar with Whoopi. They won't harm people on purpose. At most, they just pull some pranks at places. Schilling, please just stop talking. The level of danger they pose will be determined by the security department. But first, I need to find a Wubbaboo, just to see for myself. For all we know, Wubbaboos could be extremely dangerous. They're not. I do fully understand where you are coming from, Captain Arlan. But we really don't know where the Wubbaboos are. After all, we're just scared little kids. We're too timid to deal with the mysterious entities like these, aren't we, Schilling? It might be Schilling. Just trying to figure out, like, how am I pronouncing it wrong? Someone let me know. Oh yes, that's right. We really don't know. Please leave us be and go search for the Wubbaboos elsewhere. Adler is right. You guys should totally go ahead and do as Adler says. I see. Judging from Wen Schilling's answer, I have a feeling that something. She even said they are very familiar with the Wubbaboos. Those two kids are too brave for their own good. In that case, is your arm okay? Let's keep our eyes on Adler. We might be able to gain some clues. He's already gone. Let's follow them. So, where have you wandered off to? Down here. Okay. The electrical room in the supply zone. Woo? Is everything here? I brought all the things you need to. After completing your task, go back quickly. You already got the attention of the security department, so please stop trying to make more problems. Woo? Woo. It just won't work. Even if you put on a terrifying look like that, Captain Arlan is the head of the security department, and he's also the hero who helped thwart the Legion's invasion of the space station. With those two together, even the biggest one among you is no match for them. Woo. Anyway, take the stuff and leave quickly. Freeze. We've got you surrounded. Woo! Oh, look at it there with its face. So that's the scary Wubbaboo? Yeah. Both of you adults are so shameless, going out of your way to stalk a kid like me. This is me outsmarting you. You adults are only good at one thing, making up excuses for your own actions. Adler, what are you and the Wubbaboo conspiring to do? Tell me now and I promise I won't hold you responsible. There's no conspiracy. I was just mumbling to myself. Did you hear the Wubbaboo talking? It does not speak human languages. It has no need to because you can understand it. The little Adler from the Department of Ecology is a master of languages to different species. We are very much aware of that. If you insist on being tight-lipped about this, I will have to find the director of the Department of Ecology. Please don't tell Auntie Hinkle about this. I'll tell you everything. After the Wubbaboo escaped, they stayed low profile in the space station for a long time, and we played together a lot. However, recently they have been mobilizing en masse for a certain collective aim. Even this one, my best friend, wanted me to find some things for them, all of which seem to have a connection with a certain researcher. I don't know what it's for, but They certainly don't mean to hurt anyone. I didn't tell them because everyone in the space station is an adult working on their own research projects. It's so hard to find a playmate, and I don't want them to be recovered just because of some baseless accusations. Arlan, you should decide whether this should be considered a crime. Twittiger, that's one big responsibility you just dumped on me. So, as you've already established, the Wubbaboos are mobilizing to work toward a certain objective, which I believe will be the new focus of the security department's investigation for now. Woo! Did it say something? It says, I will never reveal our goal. It also said, mind your own business, or the scariest of us all will eventually come and make your lives difficult. It said all that with just one sound? You can rest assured that I translated it faithfully. Looks like we're stuck in a stalemate. In that case, my only option is to make a concession by arresting this one for an internal report. Whoa. Wait, unless it says, if you can prove that your intentions are benevolent, I will consider telling you the location of our base. It can negotiate too. So how do we prove our intentions are benevolent then? That's a good point. How do you prove that? I mean, surely it's been observing for a while, so what could it need as proof? As I mentioned before, they were trying to collect the belongings of a certain researcher named Ikura Shu. That researcher's belongings have all been taken away by Legion monsters. All the other Wubbaboos and I have been spending a huge amount of time and effort on retrieving the taken items. That's why they kept getting photographed. They were so occupied with dealing with difficult opponents that they had no spare energy left to stealth themselves. If you can help them out, then you're a friend. Otherwise, it still won't tell you a single word, and if you threaten to take its life. I mean, there is something fishy about this researcher thing, yeah. But I feel like we should go along with it and see where it leads us. So beating up monsters? Leave it to me. Taking out the remnants of the Legion also falls within the security department's purview. Apart from our duties, we can also help with Wubbaboo's requests at the same time, which is like killing two birds with one stone. Just leave this to Twittiger and me. Woo! It says, happy collaborating. My comrades are already present at the scene, just waiting to strike. Hopefully you will be able to recover Ikura Shu's belongings as soon as possible. I am waiting for your good news. Alright, so, over there then. That's got to be the quickest location to get there. I think I did the thing where I untarget it. No. I'm fine. It's all good. So where are we looking there? And there's a Wubbaboo. Right there. I want to talk to the Wubbaboo first. I guess we can't. Okay.
Who will it be?
I've changed up my group formation, by the way, on the recommendation of people in the comments and on Discord. I put Japar at the end, so any splash damage we get doesn't affect a big chunk of the group with him being in the middle. It's like, yeah,
No
that makes sense to me.
manners, huh?
That makes sense to me.
We caught them unawares.
Where did the Wubbaboo go? Wubbaboo! Bosh. Here's another Wubbaboo. Woo 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 woo. I don't understand what it's trying to say. Never mind, just leave the rest to us. There's no time to lose. We are purging Legion remnants and recovering researchers' belongings now. So, I should really
A little something for everyone.
remember to use the support, you know. The tech even, you know.
Oh, stars.
Keep forgetting to do that.
Trailblazers, your blessing.
I know to do it, but I keep
A will
forgetting to do
forged
it.
in ice.
That's the difference there.
Never falters.
Who will it be?
So we get that invigorator at the start, so any
Rules are made to be broken.
attacks that come our way, we get a bit of a heal. we didn't get any, but
I told you they were sick.
you did indeed. Right, so let's... Wait, what? That came up when I didn't want it to. Is that on that floor or the other floor? We'll go there and find out. I have a bad feeling about this, Twitter. Just be careful. I'll try. Ooh, my, look at the size of that Wubbaboo. The Department of Ecology managed to contain a curio that large. They did, apparently. Let's see here. So let's
A little something for everyone.
that.
I'm with you.
And that.
Keep at it.
Store's really not needed, but let's go.
Time to get vigilant.
And yeah, we won't go auto this time because it feels
Let's make it quick.
boss-ish. But we keep the speed on, you know.
Who invited you? Who will it be?
Let's go.
Good, good. Should really get that
Everything's
out.
ordained by the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Get the speedy buff. There, very nice.
Yeah. Just a scratch.
Need a doctor?
Let's unleash the physical.
Rules are made to be broken.
Ultimate there, go with a single target.
Let me
Bosh,
get your
quite a
wound.
bit of damage, there, very nice.
Let's make it quick.
It's fine,
The
get
name of
Japards.
Landau, a will forged in ice.
Defense buff
Never
out there with his
falters.
ultimate.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll go with Blast again here. Twittiga. Try and get that breakout on you where we can. Not much we can do, really. Due to its elements.
Yeah.
Scared yet?
Let's bounce.
Need a doctor? Yeah.
There we go.
The stars will always remember us.
I'm waiting for the thing on the left to... There we go. Woo 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 woo. Doesn't look very different from the one from before, apart from it being huge. So it's only larger in size than the other ones. Can I? Because you gotta take this opportunity to get a picture of it, surely. Now where can I want to see... Oh, I didn't want to go back because I wanted to go up there. The camera's very strange. Trying to figure it out. It's like, okay, and then we want... So it's focused on you, but I don't want it to focus on you. Face the camera, no. Hide the character, yes. Doesn't really matter. Hide game logo. Turn character around, doesn't matter. Don't have any poses or anything. It's like I'm trying to get a picture of the Wubbaboo. Like, yeah. Lovely. Cool. So what are we doing? Give the belongings to the Wubbaboo. Over there? That's a huge Wubbaboo though. Massive. Watch out. Woo! We found 3 items. Aha! With just one glance, it already knew you had all the things. The little buddy is very impressed. After all, monsters can be quite a challenge to defeat sometimes. I'm curious. Why do the Wubbaboos want research Ikura's shoes belongings? I don't know. I asked the little buddy before, but he never answered. According to Wubbaboo habits, maybe this Ikura shoe offended them in some way, so they are taking revenge by confiscating his things. The name Ikura shoe feels somehow familiar. The Wubbaboo researcher? What makes you say that? Have you already seen the documents about him? Guess I missed out somewhere along the way. I just took a guess. We ought to have a thorough check after getting our hands on such important evidence. Okay, I read through them. According to this letter back home, his diary and his research report that we have on hand, he's just an ecology researcher with low access clearance. And he once served as a Wubbaboo researcher and caretaker. At some point, his research fell through, and he was transferred to handle the space station's anti-gravity protection net's daily repairs and ionization balance maintenance. Before arriving at the space station, he was a 1 in a million genius on his home planet. But here, his evaluation was extremely low, making his life here a lonely, uninteresting one. From his diary, we understand that he felt unfulfilled, but in his letters back home, his mother seems to have high hopes for him. Looks like he has a habit of reporting good news only. Very much a Arnold Rimmer. I agree. Most people who left their homes carry the mindset because they didn't want to worry their parents. He lied about his status and claimed that Madame Herta gave him high praise and that he was very appreciated by his seniors, all to make his mother proud. So the belongings that the Wubbaboo wanted me to find belonged to such a researcher. How unrelatable. After all, I, Adler, have never faced a dilemma such as unsuccessful research. Whoa. He just said, haven't you looked enough? Pass the items to me now. Seeing how you have all proven yourselves to be on its side, it now acquiesces in pointing you toward their base of operation, which is at the end of the disposal site. Remember, only you two are allowed to go there. Oh? Does that mean my team has to change? I doubt it, but we shall see. Alright, so there's a giant Wubbaboo again. It's so big. It's so big. What's the best way of getting there? Probably press this button. There we go. Like, look at you, mate. Quite a few in here, yeah. What's this? What are we doing here? So, this is what it is. So, what exactly happened? Do you still remember what was written in the observation on Wubbaboo behavior? What kind of Wubbaboo would gather in an empty room? Sad. Sad Wubbaboos will gather in an empty room and share their unhappy thoughts. They're upset he died, aren't they? Not only that, the name Ikura Shu is carved on the memorial stone they are guarding in this room. The carving looks new. It must have been built recently. These Wubbaboos were gathering his belongings not to protect their previous caretaker, and not to destroy order on the space station, but to honor their memory. They were mourning a late friend. Looks like this researcher named Ikura Shu perished during the Legion's invasion. No wonder neither Adler nor I seem to be able to recall the name. I didn't think Wubbaboos, the seemingly feral and heartless astral spirits, would cherish friendship more so than the humans do on the space station. Well, these little guys don't seem to be that feral. Yes, you're right. They are indeed not feral. Come to think of it, they even seem a bit cute. They are cute, they're adorable. Especially that giant one over there. Which reminds me, we should set up a similar type of memorial site for those who lost their lives under the stampede of the Antimatter Legion, so as to offer condolences on behalf of the station. As for Ikura Shu's memorial stone, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have it stand here for eternity. With belongings gathered and the memorial stone secured, the ceremony is now complete. The Wubbaboos can now be appeased. But why does it seem they still have no intention to leave? Why don't we just let them be? They're just mourning, I assume. Shying away from this simply won't do any good to lessen their sorrow. Let me think. Oh, I've got an idea. Twittiger, do you know how to take a picture? A picture of Wubbaboos gathering in front of the memorial. A picture of the giant Wubbaboo guarding the place by itself, and a picture of a couple of the Wubbaboos sharing their grief. Hope you can take a few pictures that would fit these descriptions, so we can memorialize them. Eternalizing their friendship to make it resilient and enduring is what I think will truly leave Wubbaboos at peace. Aww. I get that in view now. Cool. This big guy here. No? We have to get it from the inside then. Yes. There he is. So, two sad Wubbaboos. There they are. Aw, look at them. They're so sad. Poor Wubbaboos. If we have pictures that we can keep forever, maybe the Wubbaboos can finally fulfill their wish. The pictures are all done. Thank you so much. I didn't expect these little things, which were often mistaken for spectres, to have a soft side. Looking at these pictures, I think it's time they leave. It all began with this collection goal of theirs, and now that it is finally realized, they should be able to continue living in peaceful coexistence with the staff members. But there is still one last thing. This is a small token of appreciation for being such a kind witness to all of this, Twittiger. Please take it. Atlas said that the Wubbaboos prepared a unique blessing just for you, using the special technique of their species. From now on, you will be one of the very few who can understand them. They are indeed a species full of wonders. The space station should be the best place for them. As for the humans and the Wubbaboos, our lives have to go on. However, perhaps in the future you can drop by more often to have a chat with them. Think of it as a commemoration of this encounter. I like that. That was very nice. What we got then? What's this? Profile picture obtained for finishing the mission Requiem Mass. Oh. I like that. Close encounter of the 6th kind. Can I not speak to a Wubbaboo? Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Okay then, that was a lovely little quest. But yes, we will be ending this part here and then heading off and doing the next side quest in the next part. We shall see you then. Ta-ta. For now.